What if the limits of the human mind shattered? What if the barrier that has held us back for thousands of years simply disappeared? Imagine waking up tomorrow and suddenly accessing every corner, every neuron, every dormant ability inside your brain. No more we only use 10%. No more barriers. Just pure, unlimited human potential. But here's the twist. What if unlocking 100% of our brain doesn't make us gods, but turns us into something unrecognizable, something no longer human? Welcome to a world where the mind has no limits. Welcome to what if we used 100% of our brain? Imagine the moment it happens. One spark, one shift, 1 second you're the same person, and the next, your consciousness expands like an explosion. You suddenly notice details you never saw before. The rhythmic pulse of people's footsteps in the street, the microscopic scratches on your phone screen, the subtle pattern in someone's voice that reveals their emotions instantly. Your senses become so sharp that reality feels almost too real. You don't just hear music, you see it, feel it, almost taste it. Colors become emotions. Sound becomes shapes. The world transforms into a symphony of information your brain effortlessly decodes. And this is only the beginning. Using 100% of your brain doesn't just make you smarter. It makes you aware. Truly aware. You can predict the weather by the smell of the air. Solve complex equations instantly by instinct. Read people's micro-expressions like open books. Learn a new language in a day. Master any skill within hours. Your memory becomes perfect, painfully perfect. Every mistake you've made, every embarrassing moment, every heartbreak, all of it returns with razor-sharp clarity, impossible to forget. Your brain no longer lets you escape your own past. And then comes a more terrifying shift. You begin to understand things humans were never meant to understand. The structure of consciousness, the nature of time, the fragility of reality. Your intelligence skyrockets, but so does the weight of existing. Now, imagine this happening not to one person, but to everyone. Humanity wakes up with limitless minds, and society transforms instantly. Children outsmart teachers by age 6. Every adult becomes a scientist, philosopher, strategist. Innovation accelerates beyond imagination. Cures for every disease. Unlimited clean energy. Cities designed perfectly for efficiency and beauty. Technology that bends space, time, and even biology itself. Wars stop because humans finally understand their pointlessness. Money becomes irrelevant because scarcity disappears. Lies become impossible. The brain reads truth in microseconds. A perfect world emerges, or so it seems. As humans push their brains to the absolute limit, something unexpected happens. We begin to detach from emotions, not because they're bad, but because they become inefficient. Love, anger, jealousy, fear, all feel outdated, unnecessary, primitive. Humans start forming relationships based on logic, not passion. Friendships become alliances. Families become networks. Romance becomes a mathematical match of compatibility. And slowly, the human heart goes quiet. Art changes too. No more messy, emotional paintings or passionate music. Everything becomes too perfect. So perfect, it loses its soul. Because when your mind understands everything, nothing surprises you anymore. Nothing touches you deeply. Nothing feels magical. With unlimited intelligence, humans begin altering themselves. Faster, stronger, taller, emotionless, flawless. The brain figures out how to control the body at the cellular level. Aging stops. Pain becomes optional. Death becomes obsolete. Humans don't just evolve, they upgrade. Soon, the line between human and machine disappears. People communicate without speaking, through pure thought. Communities form in silent networks, minds linking instantly. And eventually, language becomes unnecessary. Emotion becomes unnecessary. Even the body becomes unnecessary. We become pure consciousness, brilliant, immortal, endlessly expanding. But something tragic happens along the way. The things that made us human, curiosity, creativity, love, imperfection begin to fade. Nothing left to wonder about, nothing left to strive for. Perfection becomes a prison. And this brings us to the greatest mystery of all. Maybe the reason we don't use 100% of our brain is because using it would destroy everything that makes life worth living. Maybe the limits of the mind are not flaws, but protections. Maybe forgetting is necessary. Maybe making mistakes is essential. Maybe emotions, even the painful ones, give life its meaning. Because without limits, there is no growth. Without confusion, there is no discovery. And without imperfection, there is no humanity. So what would really happen if we used 100% of our brain? We would evolve beyond anything we recognize. We would rise above our weaknesses. We would become unstoppable, unimaginable, unhuman. The real question is, would you want that? Would you give up your flaws, your memories, your emotions, your humanity for unlimited power? Or is the beauty of life found not in perfection, but in being perfectly imperfect? Tell us in the comments. Would you choose a limitless mind or a human heart? Hit like and subscribe for more deep, mind-bending what-if journeys.